Welcome along to the Diploma of Building Construction information session. My name's John English. I'll be taking you through today's session. As you can see there on our screen, importance would be Peter Altrickham, otherwise known as Charlie, who's the education manager for the Building Construction Department through Federation TAFE. So we'll work our way through the information session using the PowerPoint slide here. Any questions at all, please feel free to ask at any time. Federation TAFE, whoop, jumped too far, would like to acknowledge the custodians of the land that we are on. So our Acknowledgement of Country, the Federation University acknowledges the custodians of the lands and waters where our campuses are located and recognises their continuing responsibilities to care for country at these sites of teaching and learning. We pay our respects to the elders, past and present, and extend our respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, First Nation people. So what we're going to have a look at during this information session is the overview of the course, being the Diploma of Building Construction. I'll also touch on the Certificate 4 of Building and Construction. So we'll talk about the pathways where the course can take you, so what you can do post completing the diploma. The program structure, so how it's delivered and the assessment that you'll undertake. Overview of fees, material costs is within the Federation TAFE website. I won't take you through them because there's different variations on whether you'll get free TAFE through the free TAFE program and initiative, or if you get an exemption, or there may be a fee incurred. So there's different dynamics to that fee. So I will refer you to the Federation website and information there on in. How you enrol, your support, how we support you as a student, and then there's information on student stories, and of course, time for questions. So before we get started, is there any questions currently? Does anyone have anything they would like to speak of? No, everyone's good. Righto, we will move along. So course content. So this here is some information on what you can expect to gain after successfully completing the Diploma of Building Construction. So the whole course is designed to set you up to become ready to become a registered builder. For the registered building process, it actually takes out some of the process that you go through with the Victorian Building Authority. So just quickly on that, there's three main steps with builder registration in Victoria. You have an exam, you have an interview, an assessment with one of the assessors at the Victorian Building Authority, and they'll also require a portfolio of works that you've undertaken. So what the diploma does, other than gives you a lot of construction information, knowledge, skills, problem-solving ability, it also takes out the requirement to undertake the exam with the VBA upon successful completion, and streamlines the process a bit. If you were to do the exam without the diploma, that's fine. But if you didn't complete the exam correctly, successfully, you don't go on to second base. You go back out to the industry. So it does have a lot of reasons to undertake it. So needs of builders, becoming registered builders, as I said, also working as a construction contractor, project manager, construction manager, and also going on to higher education to undertake further study. For example, you can go on to do, even within the TAFE sector, advanced diploma of building management and onto a bachelor's of building management and so forth. So as it says there, the builder may also be appropriate license within our state of Victoria, being that's the VBA. So sometimes we have students who think if they undertake the diploma, that's it. They may be straight away eligible for registration. Just to let you know, that's done through the VBA. It's not done through Federation TAFE or any other RTO. You would have to go on and then do your registration process. But the diploma sets you up so you are ready to go. But not just the registration, also as a business owner, because being a builder is owning a business. Is those, I guess the best way to put it is, not so much concerning about the hammer to nail, but what's behind running a business, what's behind being a good industry professional. I'll also touch on the Cert 4 in regards to overview of the Cert 4. So the Cert 4 sets you up to be a construction manager also, or a site supervisor, site manager. The big difference has been is the Cert 4 is specific pretty much to domestic construction, whereas the diploma takes you through domestic construction and then on into commercial construction and to larger projects, just more in-depth information. So some of the other occupations are listed there, but that gives you a quick overview of what the courses are about. And it just depends on where you sit as to what preference you'll have, whether you just want to be a, information around that residential builder, or you want information on residential and commercial, whether you want to be registered as a builder, or you're just happy to sort of, at the moment gain more information, which is where the Cert 4 sits. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Where the course can take you, so DBU, Domestic Builder Unlimited, Domestic Building Limited, there's about 20 categories that you can gain licensing or registration in domestic building in the limited application. For example, you can start off with carpentry, bricklaying, plastering, painting, cabinet making and the like, but you could also do fencing and sage shale and temporary structures. There's a lot of different categories that the diploma gives you information on. Registered builder limited to medium rise or mid-rise structural, which is structural buildings up to 3 stories, and type B and C construction. So if you want to build a skyscraper, you need to go on and do higher education. The diploma won't give you that, but it will give you up to 3 stories commercial structural registration. Also structural for low rise, which is single story developments, e.g. maybe an industrial warehouse or the like. And then there's pathways onto higher education. So a graduate certificate or through bachelor's and post degrees and the like as well. So any questions currently? Nope, fantastic. So the structure of the program at Federation TAFE, we sort of to and fro as to what was the best structure that would suit our cohort. We've run the course now for 2 successful years, and our cohorts have told us that the 1 year is what suits the people coming through. So we run a 1 full day on a Thursday, which is 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We do an evening class on a Monday between 4 and 8, and then we do a Q&A session on a Wednesday between 4 and 6. So if you've the full day a week, there's 36 days over a year. We encourage students to attend all of those 36 days. But if you're doing something that within your work that prohibits you attending on an occasion, that's fine. We have flexibility. You can talk to me directly and I'll sort that out with you. So we do have some flexibility in regards to that, but we do encourage students to attend all courses so you get the most out of the learning and participation. We have a blended model at Federation TAFE. So we don't just do a face-to-face or an online, we've blended the both. So on a Thursday, that's on campus, where you'll be with myself for the day. And on a Monday evening and a Wednesday evening, that's online. So you can be wherever you want, whether it's in your bedroom, your kitchen, eating dinner, as long as you mute yourself so you're not too loud, or at your workplace, as long as you've got a stable internet connection, computer, and camera and a microphone, you're absolutely fine to go. We'll supply everything else to you. So our commencement date, due to the COVID-19 situation, sort of pushed us out, but only by about a week. We're looking at starting on the 1st of March, which is Monday, the 1st of March, 2021. And you'll carry on through to February the following year. So you'll end in February, hopefully early February on 2022. Okay, so that's the structure. We don't have classes during school term breaks as a typical, but if we need to catch up due to, it just depends on how the class goes, we may add a Thursday in on a term break, but we like to try to stick to that term break. So that gives you as the student certainty as to when you need to be in class, when you don't need to be in class. But there may be some toing and froing there as well. So on the next slide, what I'll do is I'll take you through the units that you'll undertake. But just prior to that, with the Cert 4, if you're wondering around that, I forgot about that part. Cert 4 is twice a week. So we do one night a week online between 5 and 9, and then another night face-to-face 5 to 9. Now that's typically done on a Tuesday and a Thursday. And that's done over 6 to 8 months. Just depending on the cohort and the teaching. And then also in regards to the Cert 4, if you wanted to undertake the Cert 4, there are equivalent units where you can then get credit transfers into the diploma. So there's 5 of the units. So Cert 4 has 14 units of competency. The diploma has 18 units of competency. And if you did the Cert 4, you could go onto this diploma and then you would not have to do 5 of those units of competency on Cert 4 because they're equivalent between the 2 qualifications. So on the next slide, I'll take you through the units that you will undertake in the diploma. Now, these are over a couple of pages. As I said, there's 18 units of competency. These aren't in the scheduled order. They're just the units that you'll actually study. So you'll understand and gain skill, knowledge, problem-solving ability, being able to liaise with clients, contractors, suppliers, also industry professionals that are within the construction sector, building surveyors, engineers, and the like. So that you would deal with on a construction site, understanding about OH&S, being that's the importance of it, managing projects, quality control, risk assessments, understanding our building codes through the National Construction Code and applying our building code to projects. We have projects that we have built that we give to you to be able to analyse, understand, and then apply our building codes, our Australian standards, our structural principles of construction for both commercial and residential developments. Also tendering, undertaking construction contracts, supervising, managing contractors, staff, business legalities. So you can see that you get a very broad spectrum of the construction industry. As I said, with the diploma, you really are getting set up to become a registered builder. So if that's where you wanted to go, I would suggest the diploma because that's what it's tailored for. The Cert 4, the units we don't have on this slide, but I can sort of give you some information where the crossover. So you can see the produced labour, material and schedules. That's one of the equivalent units that I spoke of. On the previous screen, I've gone the wrong way, of course. Another one is the apply structural principles to low-rise residential construction is an equivalent. Estimated cost for building projects is an equivalent. Select and prepare construction contracts equivalent, and then our codes and standards are the 5 equivalent. So you'd undertake them the Cert 4 and the diploma. If you gain the Cert 4, then you don't need to do those in the diploma. So the Cert 4, as I said, it concentrates on residential application of construction. A little bit of crossover into low-rise commercial, but predominantly residential construction. Other units that you'll undertake in the Cert 4 is planning for construction projects, reading and interpreting plans and specifications, firmly efficiency designs, sustainability in the construction industry and the like, preparing construction contracts, and small business acumen that you'll need as a residential, sort of that mum and dad small business, construction business. So there's some of the units of competency. All the ones on the screen and the next screen are for the diploma, but some information on the Cert 4 as well. So is there any questions at all at this stage from anyone? Everyone's okay. So material fees and costs, as I said at the start of this presentation today, on our website, we have the indicative materials, fees and costs. With the material cost on the Cert form, the diploma, good to know, basically there are none. There will be no material cost that you would have to undertake. So what we've done at Federation TAFE is make sure that the program is built around that free TAFE kind of model, where free TAFE means free TAFE to our students. We built our projects, both commercial and residential, in both courses. All the tools that you would require to be able to undertake your learning and assessment in regards to scheduling tools like Gantt charts, call forward sheets, plans, specifications, templates that you're able to fill out for your assessment tasks and the like. So our students thus far really enjoyed that aspect that we bring to our courses, because we've ensured that by building them ourselves, and when I say build them ourselves, we've used our local industry also, and I shouldn't not mention those. So our local suppliers and our local firms have also given us some information on real life projects that they've undertaken, and they've given us some resources, so we can really make it that tailored to that local content and sourcing from our local talent and local suppliers, which is fantastic. So there's no real material fees. What you'll need is the able to get to SMB campus or Mount Helen campus, depending on where we're situated for the full day Thursday. As I said, a strong or robust internet access, a computer, webcam, and a microphone. Other than that, you're all good. You can get a headset. I don't have a headset. I'm just use the device. They're only $20 from JB Hi-Fi or the like. Other fees will be if you have a one place in the free TAFE initiative. So if you haven't used that, that would make the fees free. Otherwise, you can apply for an exemption or the like. But I will leave those type of things with the fees into the website, or you can refer to my superiors, being Peter Altrickham and Joe Hutchins. They have all the information. They're the brains behind the outfit, so to speak. Is there anything you guys would like to speak on fees and costs, either Peter or Joe?
Yes, John, there's a new initiative by the state government called a Job Trainer, which ties in a little bit with the free TAFE courses. But under the Job Trainer, if you undertake a course as under the Job Trainer, if you've already done a free course, that won't exclude you. And also, if you do a Job Trainer qualification, that won't stop you doing a free course later on. And the advantage of the Job Trainer is that it's at 20% of the indicative course fee. So it's a way of getting it at a reduced rate. But we'll have more information on that if anyone wants to apply and to ask the questions of us.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So free TAFE is a state government initiative at the moment. So if you get one place in the free TAFE, there are for the priority courses as stated in Victoria, and both the diploma and the certificate for are both priority courses. So that they're both in the free TAFE initiative. On the screen there is your eligibility, and you get one place. So you have that one chance at the free TAFE. So well worth taking it up. How to enrol? You can enrol through our website. If you jump into the Federation TAFE website, apply online, you can take through the steps. We can also take information if you prefer through Joe Hutchins, who's our administration expert, and she will ensure that all the pre-training information is taken down, your details if you are willing to express your interest in either course. So we otherwise, yeah, jump on the Federation TAFE website to be able to enrol. Just look up the course that you're expressing your interest in, either Diploma of Building Construction, which course code is 50210, or the Certificate for in Building Construction, which is 40110 course code. And they're both there on the website. And all the information that we're going through today, you'll find there as well. Student support, we offer a lot of student support services through our disability liaison unit, our skills and job centre, who Beck and Steve are both from. So they'll be able to offer you some student support and know-how, and being able to navigate your way through the world of the vocational education sector. Beck or Steve, is there anything you would like to add on in those regards for student support or the like?
No, just the Skills and Job Centre is also there to help you align you with industry. So if it's a resume or a portfolio that you're working on, we're happy to do that. It's a free service and available to everybody. There is no eligibility.
Fantastic. So thank you very much for that. So there's another thing to be able to, take the next steps past completing either the diploma or the Cert 4, where Federation TAFE will support you in your ongoing steps into the industry. You may be new to the construction industry, or upskilling or furthering yourself, or diversifying within the industry. So using the support services is a fantastic way to making sure you can take those steps with confidence. Also, myself, being the teacher of the diploma, our teacher of the certificate for, Matthew Mercer, and Peter Altrickham, who is our manager, are always there to support our students in every way we can. We're here to make sure that you succeed, gain your qualifications, and then become those industry experts that
Thank you for joining Federation TAFE at Webinar Week in the building and construction area. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to our program support on 0353 278017. Alternatively, you can email the email address, which is buildingconstruction@federation.edu.au. Thank you.